Hi everybody, are you ready to hear some great pumpkin stories today to get us ready and in the mood for fall and for Halloween? Today's first story is Penguin and Pumpkin, and it's written and illustrated by Selena Yoon, who's one of my favorites. Her artwork was featured this past summer on our summer reading program, so I really love this book. I love her stories. I love all the beautiful colors of the fall leaves. And this story, Pumpkin is not just the name of this vegetable here. It's also the name of Penguin's little brother. You ready? Penguin and Pumpkin. And it's published by Walker Books for young readers. It was fall and very white on the ice as always, which made Penguin curious. I wonder what fall looks like off the ice. Let's go to the farm and find out. So where they live, it's always snowing. I want to know what fall looks like. Penguin's baby brother Pumpkin waddled over. Can I come see fall too? I'm sorry, Pumpkin, but it's too far for a fledgling. A new baby. Too far for a baby flag. Over travel. Grandpa agreed. Maybe next year, Pumpkin. I'm not a baby, Pumpkin says. Oh. Penguin, Bootsy, and their friends headed to the farm. Goodbye, Pumpkin, Penguin calls out to his little brother. And look, they're on this big iceberg, and they're going to sail it to a farm somewhere where the leaves change colors. The journey was long as Penguin looked and looked and looked for signs of land. And look, this little penguin is sleeping the whole time. He's got Z's coming out of him. That means snoring. And if you look closely, you can see that the iceberg is getting smaller and smaller as the water gets warmer and warmer. And finally, there they are. Finally, the penguins arrived. They have to swim to the end because their iceberg has melted all the way. The farm was full of pumpkins. Everyone reminded Penguin of his brother. You are the pumpkin of my dreams, a little sleepy guy says and puts a blanket on it. Then Penguin looked up. Beautiful. What's coming down? The leaves, right? This is perfect for Pumpkin. Oh, look, somebody found a nice pumpkin to give to a little pumpkin. The penguins each picked out a pumpkin. Some were smooth, some were bumpy, some were very long, some were curved. Every pumpkin was loved. Sweet dreams, dear pumpkin. Oh. That sleepy pumpkin again. The sleepy penguin on the pumpkin. Penguin had a different idea. What's he doing? Do you see him collecting the leaves? What's he going to do with those? They rode back home with their fall harvest. And look, they're sailing back in a pumpkin. They carved out a huge pumpkin and then they're dragging this other pumpkin full of pumpkins and other good fall stuff. And someone says, are we there yet? And somebody else is still sleeping. See the Z's? Let's see. The fall explorers were excited to share their treasures from the farm. But where was Pumpkin? Where's the little penguin called Pumpkin? Penguin's little brother. Where is he? Hey, Sleepy, you're awake. The sleepy penguin woke up finally. Penguin found a clue. What's this? What are these little orange crumbs? He's looking for his little brother. Pumpkin? What are you doing over here? Munch, 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 munch. Since you wouldn't let us come, we decided to have our own fall adventure. Oh, look, the little baby animals couldn't go to the farm, so they've made some nice pumpkin-y looking treats they're eating. Yummy. We imagined fall on the harvest moon, fall on spooky Saturn, and there's a planet that looks like a jack-o'-lantern, and even fall on the red planet. And it looks like a big apple, but it's not. They're just pretending. You have a space-tacular imagination, said Penguin. And look, they're thinking about traveling in space together, and this outside the spaceship it says mothership calls Pumpkin bye-bye. They have good imaginations. But I wish I got to see what fall really looks like, Pumpkin sighed. See fall? Think about Penguin? Oh, he wants his little brother to be able to see what fall really looks like, not just pumpkins. What else is it? Wait right here, Pumpkin. Penguin took the crate up on a cliff. Look at that crate full of fall-colored leaves. Grandpa and Bootsy followed a trail of leaves that led right to Pumpkin. There you are. I brought you something. A pumpkin for Pumpkin, a perfect match. Thank you, says little Pumpkin. But where are those leaves leading them to? Penguin finally returned. What does fall really look like? Asked Pumpkin eagerly. Look up, said Grandpa. Fall looks like, you see the leaves coming down? Snowing leaves. Wow. And it looks like Penguin put this box of leaves high up on a cliff, and then the wind is blowing the leaves down, and they're falling down like they would here outside where we live, where it's not so cold and where we get the leaves to change colors. And it does look pretty wow. And it does look kind of like snow, but all different colors. And that's the end. And I hope you enjoyed that book. I really, really like Penguin and Pumpkin. And I just like Penguin books by Selena Yu and all her books. All right, you ready for the next one? The next one is something new to me. I had looked it up. I looked up nice books about pumpkins that weren't really Halloween books yet. And I found this one, Mr. Pumpkin's Tea Party by Erin Barker. It's got these pretty end papers with some shadows, some silhouettes painted on there. Mr. Pumpkin's Tea Party. And this book is published by Manatee Press. And here there's an invitation. It says, you are cordially invited to a tea party in the back garden at dusk. Signed, P. So Mr. Pumpkin is inviting his friends, cordially, that means with friendship, to a tea party in the back garden at dusk. That means when the sun goes down. Oh, and that is dusky. You can see the sun going down here in this lovely picture. I'm going to get closer so you can really see how cute these pictures are. There's a party at Mr. Pumpkin's tonight, a banquet with friends and in autumn twilight. At this soiree, you will see and we'll find ghoulish delights of every kind. You see that lovely table set for a tea party, and there's Mr. Pumpkin bringing out some treats. One cake rests on a table carefully laid. The cake looks delicious. It's decorated with some sort of spiderweb frosting. And here are 2 jugs of cider Sir Bones has just made. There's Sir Bones arriving with some apple cider, another nice fall treat. Lady Nightshade brings 3 jars of jelly to share. And there's Lady Nightshade. And she's got 3 jars of jelly. Wow, 4 swooping bats fly through the air. Do you see 4? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Look at that party. They're all sitting down to have some tea. Lord Wolfington's 5 scones look tasty indeed. I hope everybody doesn't want a scone because I don't think he's brought enough. I love scones, so I'd have to have one. And there's Lord Wolfington's 5 scones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Follow 6 lamps to the house they will lead. Do you see 6 lamps on that path? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taking us to that cute little house. Madame Silk has brought 7 truffles with glee, and they are also decorated very festively. And there's Madame Silk. She is a spider. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 truffles. Those are a nice candy. And poured for each guest are 8 cups of tea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cups of tea. Dr. Cairo's 9 spindleweeds rest in a vase. Look at those pretty flowers that Dr. Cairo has brought. And he is a mummy. While a song from 10 frogs puts a smile on each face. Those frogs are singing out. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Miss Hazel baked 11 apples into a pie. Oh, that's a lot of apples in one pie. And who's Miss Hazel? Is she a witch? I think so. Baron Laguna's 12 balloons are floating nearby. 12 of them. There they are. I think 3 are shaped like snakes, and he looks like some kind of sea creature. The clock strikes 13 with an echoing chime, and everyone's had a frightful good time. This must be a magical world because clocks in our world only go up to 12. This one went up to 13. As the fair evening winds down to a close, and the crisp autumn breeze brings a chill to one's toes, Mr. Pumpkin bids each guest adieu. That means goodbye. Adieu. And wishes a spooky good night to you. Well, thank you. I hope not too spooky, just a little spooky like this book, which is really perfect for just before Halloween. Get us in the mood for pumpkins and witches and mummies and all kinds of good Halloween stuff. All right, I hope you like that one. All right, I'm ready to do our pumpkin feelings on the board. This is also a rhyme, and we're going to do it 2 times. You ready? Here is a pumpkin who's happy, and here is a pumpkin who cries. Do you see the tears coming down? Oh dear. Here is a pumpkin who is sleepy. You see the closed eyes for sleepiness? And here is a pumpkin who sighs. Sighing is when you go, I don't know why he's sighing. Could be he's tired, could be he's a little bored. I don't know. Uh-oh, you're gonna know this one. Here is a pumpkin who is angry. Do you see the angry eyebrows and angry mouth? And here is a pumpkin who is sad. You see this, the upside down face, upside down mouth, that means sad, right? Here is a pumpkin who is noisy. Oh my goodness, is that pumpkin shouting or crying or singing? I think singing maybe. Got a big loud open mouth. Ah. And here is a pumpkin who is glad. Glad is another way to say happy, but we gave this pumpkin an even bigger smile. What kind of a pumpkin are you going to make this year for Halloween? Let's try that one more time. Ready? Here's a pumpkin who's happy. And here is a pumpkin who cries. Oh. Here is a pumpkin who is sleepy. And here is a pumpkin who sighs. Can you sigh with me? Here is a pumpkin who's angry. Can you make angry eyebrows? Oh. And here's a pumpkin who's sad. Oh, sad face. Here's a pumpkin who is noisy. Blah, blah, blah. And here's a pumpkin who is glad. Maybe they're glad that it's almost Halloween and that it's fall time. Great job, everybody. Great job. Okay, so before we go, I want to teach you one more rhyme. This one we've been doing in story time. I'm going to put up my knees so you can see them. It's a chant. It's called the Pumpkin Chant. Are you ready? It goes like this. Pumpkin, pumpkin. And then we're going to keep changing things. So we're going to do knees, hands, knees, hands. Ready? Pumpkin, 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 bread. You see I've made a loaf of bread here. Very good. Pumpkin, 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 head. Good. Pumpkin, 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 pie. Can you make a big circle? Good job. Pumpkin, 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 eyes. Can you make little circles for eyes? Good job. Pumpkin, 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 cake. Good job. That's a big, big cake. Pumpkin, 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 shake. Can you shake, shake, shake? Pumpkin, 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 stew. Can you turn your stew with your hand and your spoon? Good job. Pumpkin, 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 boom. Did I surprise you? We've been doing that in our in-person story time, and everybody really likes our pumpkin chant. I hope you liked it too. And I hope I'll see you next week for more stories getting ready for fall. Bye.